everyone, I'm Harshita and welcome back to Desi Maple Life. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'd never miss any of our updates on PMP, CAPM, Power BI, and more. My husband and I love sharing our certification tips and we throw in a bit of our life here in Canada too. Because let's be real, balancing work, studies, and life is the real deal, right? So, we believe that while it's important to focus on your career, having a little fun is just as important. That's why we post our travel vlogs along with certification content because what's life without some adventure, right? So, if you're into that too, feel free to check out those as well. All right, let's dive into today's topic. How I passed my PMP exam on the first try without spending on any pricey courses. You know me by now. I'm all about saving every hard earned dollar. And I didn't want to go overboard with unnecessary expenses. So, today I'll walk you through the exact resources I used that you can access for free or at a low cost. So, we will be covering number one, PMI free guides. So, if you are a PMI member, what are the guides that you can download? Number two, free study guides you can access even if you are not a PMI member. So I'll be showing you how to download the resources online. Number three, the resources I used to pass my PMP exam. And the last, the best websites for PMP free practice questions. So are you ready? Okay, one more thing that I have tried to keep this video as short as possible. So basically not talking about anything other than the resources that you might use for your exam. So if you have any particular question about any of the things explained in this video, do let me know by commenting. I'll try to respond to your comment as soon as possible. So let's get started. First thing, if you are a PMI member, you have access to some really valuable free resources. There are three main guides I used in my preparation. Number one, the PMBOK Guide 7th edition, which is around 250 pages. Number two, the process groups, a practice guide. It covers all 49 processes you need for the exam, about 370 pages. And number three, the Agile practice guide, 210 pages of pure Agile goodness. Now, don't freak out about the page numbers. You don't have to read every single word. I didn't either. But these guides are perfect when you are stuck on a tricky topic and need a clear explanation. I use them as a references to understand complex areas, especially Agile, and that really helped. Now, for anyone who is not a PMI member, don't worry, you can still find great resources online. You can download the PMBOK 6th edition from several websites for free. I'll include links in the description so you don't have to search for them yourself. And yes, you can also find the 7th edition online for free too. So don't forget to check out the description. Now, for the Agile part of the exam, I found Atlassian's official website to be a goldmine. It has everything you need: Agile principles, the manifesto, sprint planning, ceremonies, you name it. Their guides are very clear and concise, which made it so much easier for me to understand without getting overwhelmed by too much information. And obviously, a little Googling on some concepts also helped to fill in any gaps. Now, coming to the main resources I used for my exam prep, the first thing I did was to enroll in Joseph Phillips PMP course on Udemy. There are other courses out there, but this one worked for me. However, I didn't rely solely on this course. After each section, I do some extra research, watch videos on YouTube like Ricardo Vargas explaining process groups, and refer back to the guides I mentioned earlier. I also used a couple of books. The first was PMP Exam Prep Simplified by Andrew Ramdayal. It's a good resource, but just know that it covers only about 50% of what you will need for the exam, focusing mainly on traditional project management and doesn't go as deep into Agile, which is now a major part of the PMP exam. So while it's helpful, it shouldn't be your only resource. Now, for practice questions, my husband actually ordered the PMP mock PMP mock practice tests by Yasin Tonsi from Amazon, which was great, but not quite enough. 200 questions won't cut it for such a big exam, but the questions were really solid and aligned with the actual exam mindset. While I didn't get any exact questions from the book on the exam, it definitely helped me think the way the PMP expects you to. Now, speaking of practice, let me tell you about some free websites I use to sharpen my skills. The first thing is pmppracticeexam.org, which gives you 200 free questions divided into 4 sets. It's super handy because you can check your answers right away. Another great one is Oliver F. Lemon's 100 free PMP questions. This test is time boxed and you can mark questions for review later. Plus, it provides references based on the concept of each question. You can also try Simply Learn's PMP practice sets. Just enter your details and you are good to go. Another good one is Exam Labs for more free questions. And lastly, also check out Agile programs for few more questions to round out your practice. And if you are watching this, you probably already know how useful YouTube is for your prep. There are tons of instructors with free videos. In my next videos, I'll share some of the practice questions I worked on, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button because seeing our subscriber count grow really motivates us to keep creating content like this. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if there is a specific topic you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments. I'm always here to help you guys on your PMP journey. That's all for now. Bye and take care. I'll see you guys very soon. Much love.